I love strategy games.
Yes.
Since the days of Civ 2, I really turned me on. There was a really rubbish PC game as well. It was a strategy game. Oh, and there was one on the Mega Drive. No, it goes before that then. Populous.
Populous.
Do you remember Populous?
No, I don't.
No. You have to look it up.
Yeah,
it was really bad. Really bad. But kind of like a strategy game. But the best kind of strategy games are ones that you don't have to think too much.
Yeah.
A bit more casual.
Casual strategy.
Advanced Wars.
Oh.
Remade 1 and 2.
Right.
So Advanced War. Is this a remake?
It's
a remaster. Where do we sit on it? It looks like a remake.
They've remade it from the ground up. So as far as I'm aware, that's what they said in the event last night. I've got quite some strong opinions on this game because Advanced Wars 1 and 2 are actually games that I played to death back in the day. Again, on the DS. It was DS games. Absolutely loved them. Me and my friend, we used to play them all the time at college. So me and Jog would come down, sit down at like lunchtime, and we'd rinse for Advance Wars. Everyone else would be playing whatever. We'd just be the Advance War guys, like down there. And we loved them. And when I saw that like announced last night, I was just like, what? Like, I was not expecting that at all. And then the only thing that got me is the one thing I loved about Advance was the amazing, like, cartoony style. So it was all, like, hand-drawn, like, really nice cartoon.
It was that manga style.
Yeah. And whereas this, it just looks, it's missing something. Like, you know, it's just a bit off. And I spoke to my friend Jog last night and said, Nostalgia Trip remake, you know, of 1 and 2. And he said the same thing. He was like, yeah, but it doesn't look the same. Like it just looks slightly off. And yeah, like I totally agree with him on that. And I wish like there's some games that they remake totally where in the settings you can toggle it off. And then you have the original looking game. I wish they did that. Or just high res scaled the original. Then I think that would make a lot of the OG fanboys happier. I mean, most people would just love it because it's the game's back again, new.
Yeah.
But
same kind of mechanics.
Yeah. But there's just something slightly off. To me, it's like, you know, the Sonic movie that came out? And he looked proper derpy, like originally. And it was like, yeah, it's Sonic, the guy we love, but there's something a bit wrong about him. It's kind of like
sleeping under a bridge.
It's like, I mean, eventually they fixed Sonic, and I think they did a good job. And it's, you know, but the Advance Wars thing, I'm really happy about it. I am. And maybe if it goes on sale, I'll buy it. But it just niggles me that little bit, you know?
As someone who touched upon the game and wasn't as into it as you are, clearly, and seeing the trailer for it, I was like, I'd get that.
Yeah. Oh, you would love it.
That looks cool.
You would love it.
Yeah. So it's like, if you weren't a proper fan of it, then as a standalone game, it looks great.
It is great, yeah.
But that kind of goes against what they're doing here. They're appealing to the fanboys by remaking an old game.
Yeah.
But they've done it in a way that's only going to appeal to new players.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a big part of the old fan base that will just go, oh yeah, amazing, let's just get it anyway. And I would.
Possibly.
But, you know, I'm sure there'll be a big percentage, or at least like a third of people that are probably a bit on the fence just because of the new art style. You know, but new players, anyone listening to this right now or watching, buy it. Like, it's a brilliant set of games. Like, they're great. I'm not dissing the games at all. Like, they're very, very enjoyable if that's your thing. And I don't like those type of games normally. That's not normally my thing. But I loved those games back in the past. But for me personally, after playing them to death, like years and years ago, I don't know. I will buy it when it's cheap enough, but I wouldn't go out on day one and get it just because those, you know, it's just not quite there for me. But it's still great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a very polite way of saying that you're disappointed.
Yeah, basically.
That's coming out December 3rd, which is
right on time for Christmas.
It is, but it's not as well. It's too late.
True. Yeah, true.
They might have hit a bit of a clanger with that.
True.
A lot of people have already done or a lot of their shopping by that point.
Yeah, that's very true.
Which is why we tend to see the end of October as the release date for the big titles.
That's very true.
I don't know. Maybe they're not aiming at that.
I wonder if it's going to be a fully priced game or if it's going to be like slightly cheaper. Like, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be like, bam, 50 quid or if it's going to be like a £30. I don't know if they're making physical copies or if it's like e-store only. I didn't actually...
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
I want the case.
Yeah, same. Like, I would want the physical copy, but some games are e-store only. I don't think that's what this is, but I can't remember if they specified or not by the end of it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It always that whole thing bothers me.